All right, Shalom. Let me get straight into this lesson, but you got to get this demon out your mind because I know most of our people still indoctrinated and they still see this image right here in their mind, right? Because they haven't really been reborn. They're still holding captive, right, to these lies that they've been taught because they brainwashed and indoctrinated. You think indoctrination is can go away in one day? No. You have to pray. You have to ask for the spirit, you know what I'm saying? You have a Shai, right? To get you out of this um, witchcraft right here. You know what I'm saying? That's why we say don't say that name Jesus. That name Jesus comes with this image. And most people that say that name, this is the image that pops up in their mind, right? Especially our women, because the woman is the weaker vessel. This is what they see when they say so-called Jesus, right? That's why they don't respect most of you Jakes. It's just what it is, because they still see this as their master, the image of perfection, right? The so-called white man, this devil, right? And this right here, this image right here has captivated the souls, you know what I'm saying, of many millions of people, right? So his true name was Yahweh Shah, and he was a so-called black man. So you've been force-fed, you've been indoctrinated, and most of our people are mentally sick. That's why they unhappy. That's why they depressed. That's why they smoking weed. That's why they popping pills. And Jake heavy on the weed. That's how Jake cope with this reality because Jake know that this not right. But Jake masked that pain by rolling up a blunt, right? But we don't need no drugs because we are fueled by the spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, right? So you've been indoctrinated, so you know you're sick, right? That's why when somebody will go to the doctor, you don't go to the doctor telling the doctor demanding shit. You going to the doctor to get fixed, right? And really, you ain't got no doctors. Doctors really means to falsify when you go into the word, right? And you go to these doctors, it's best to just eat healthy and take your supplements and work out, keep the weight off you. You know what I'm saying? Try to stay in some kind of shape so you won't end up in this medical system and stay away from all this processed foods. All that shit, you can't eat none of it. It's all death, right? So this system came with a way of living, a way of eating. That's why most of our people have made a diet of junk food. That's why they sick. That's why they got diabetes. That's why they got high blood pressure, high cholesterol, stroke, amputation of the legs. They go blind, right? They have all these medical issues because they can't stop eating the bull crap, you know. But they've been indoctrinated to do as thou will. Do whatever you want to do, as long as it feel good. And what I've learned, what comes with discipline, when you're disciplined in your life, it actually, once you start getting into that routine of being disciplined, it actually, you see so much progress in your life. You feel better, right? You actually start to appreciate the discipline because you see how undisciplined and out of control this world is. So they gave you the pledges of allegiance, right? When I was in school, we had to say this dumb shit, right? And that's not, I can go deep and deep, but I'm gonna keep it simple. But this is what Jake has been indoctrinated to this system, right? A 9 to 5, go to college, right? Retired, you know what I'm saying, and you know, live off Social Security, right? This is the matrix that you was given. You was giving somebody else master plan on how you should live your life, and that's a very demonic, disturbing thing when Jake has embraced his culture. When we tell Jake we going home, a lot of Jakes don't want to go home. They want to stay here suffering. And that's when you start beating a slave down so much they get comfortable in their own captivity. Right? Look at this. This is indoctrination. They even got the LGBT, which they took the most right, beautiful rainbow, right, and they perverted it, right? Because the rainbow is really this not a bad thing, but they took it and made it out of the symbol of this abomination called homosexuality, right? They perverted everything. So they gave you this democracy. Democracy is a way of life. It's a way of looking at life. It's a structure, right? That's why people think the way they do. And that's what that controls their emotions. It controls what they do, what they don't do, where they go, where they don't go, how they feel today, what they want to do today. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our people are compelled to go to the so-called church because that's all they know. That's all they don't know no other way. So that's why we've been raised up through the spirit to show you the proper way. But most of our people in rebellion. But what the hell with them, man? It's only for the elect. They gave you college, this concept of college. College, Jacob be, there'll be his mother. That's my first baby to go to college, right? That's the Jake mama. You know what I'm saying? To break the curse. That's what they're thinking in their mind, not knowing Most of these jakes that go to college come out working a regular job. They can't get a job in that particular field because it's all dominated by Edomites on a higher paying so-called job. And a job is nothing but a curse anyway, because when you work, you're supposed to work your own land and be able to benefit off that. So our people got it all backwards. They got so many different enchantments and spells and ways of things on their life, on their mind, Salakia, that they don't know what the fuck going on. Right? That's why we vex. And a lot of our people call themselves Christians. Why does they say call themselves Christians? Because they've been taught to say that. They don't even know what the fucking word mean. Right? Go here, Democrat and Republican. So they gave you this political system. So Jacob pick a side, right? And Jacob start arguing and going back and forth with him. You know what I'm saying? About this Democrat and Republican thing. Right? Man, it's crazy, man. I can go deep into all this, but I'm trying to give you an outline of what you've been taught and structured to believe. You got something called being a conservative or being a liberal, right? A liberal is like you got an open mind to whatever. Let's do as thou will. Conservative is like you got some kind of so-called false structure there, right? Because the so-called white man gave you what a conservative is through this whole Republican and Democrat political demonic system, right? That Jake love these fucking politics, man. You got these devils all ruling over you, man. So let's go here. What else? It's all kind of goodies they gave you to F your mind up. Feminism to them. So I'm gonna read this. And that's why a lot of our women are unhappy. They feel out of purpose. They depressed. They smoking weed. They popping pills because they out of their purpose. It wasn't meant for you to be equal to no man or try to rule over a man. That's insanity, right? A lot of you women, you understand this though, the sisters is waking up that you feel a lot better. Life is more fulfilling when you serve your man. You know what I'm saying? You get more out of life, and what you don't understand, a man gonna, he gonna match the energy if he's a real man, right? He gonna match the energy. So it's a win-win for both parties. You know what I'm saying? But with this feminism, it's such a heavy demon. It keeps you out of your purpose, right? Like they taught you that cooking and cleaning is something evil. You're gonna have to cook and clean anyway. And like when you like that gives you a purpose, a fulfillment out of life when you like help, if you with your man, you help him out, right? It's crazy, man. So let's go to this whole feminist movement was set up by the elites to push to break up the Jake families and put this demonic spells on these women's mind. That's why most of the average modern woman, you can't tell them shit. You know what I'm saying? Feminist movement. Also, look at this. Look at the enchantment right here. They trying to say what they pushing is the woman can do the same thing a man can do. That's fucking impossible, right? Who's your plumbers? Who's your electricians? You know what I'm saying? Is look at everyday life. It's dominated by men because men have the strength to do these physical jobs, man. Also known as the women's movement, refers to a series of social movements. So this is funded by these elites in political campaigns for radical and liberal reforms from women. Issues created inequality between men and women. So these devils saying a man and a woman is equal. So let's go to the scriptures and see if that's true. But they'll say this is a God-fearing nation. That's nothing but a fucking lie, right? You Edomites, you in a fucking delusion too, because you like to talk about God, 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 but you don't follow nothing in the scriptures. You follow things that's convenient for you, right? But what I'll cry with all this at, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to 1 Corinthians 11 and Salakia. Let me start at 3. It says, "But I would have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach." So it's a chain of command. And the head of the woman is the man. Do you women hear this? Right? So you're not equal, you're not on par with a man. That's when you think that way, that's a demon in your mind. And you don't believe in a God out of the Bible. You believe in this fantasy God that you was given through plantation Christianity. The so-called white man actually created a version of Christianity. He gave you images, he gave you doctrines, and he gave you like false interpretation of what scriptures mean. And that's what most of our people follow to this day. They in a literally a strong delusion. But you got the elect was able to get out this illusion to see the truth of what it is. But you had these sorry ass so-called pastors that were never telling you the truth. Why you ain't mad at them? They be lying to you your whole life. That said, and head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. So it's a chain of command. A lot of these feminist women don't like this, but they don't. But they'll call themselves Christians. When you say you're a Christian, you was a fucking joke to me. You know what I'm saying? Because that word is just a word that they use to it's just a word they use. So they gave you this another strong enchantment, this LGBT, QRX, all this crazy stuff. Let's go here. They gave you this, but they'll say this nation, this country is God fearing, was founded on the Bible. That's nothing but a fucking lie. We tired of you devils lying, man. Leviticus 20:13. It says, if a man also lie with mankind, as he lied with a woman, both of them, Salakia, have committed an abomination, they should surely be put to death. So is the God out of the Bible with this alphabet lifestyle? Hell no. Hell no. Their blood should be upon them. But a lot of you jakes don't understand this. We can read these scriptures all day till we blue in his face. But this world got more of an influence on you, but you'll say you love so-called God. That's not true. You're lying to yourself. You're delusional, right? So they gave you all these, it's many, many other things I can go into, right? Let's go here. I want to go into this information right here. Because these devils in Louisiana, they put the 10 Commandments, which the 10 Commandments, the law wouldn't even never given to you Edomites. So why do you keep trying to pull certain things out of the scriptures of the Bible and make it apply? Because it don't apply, because it's not for you. You're not Israelites. So none of this, that's why when you try to get into the enforcing things and understanding, that's why it's so far off, right? But I thought it's supposed to be, if you send the 10 Commandments, to keep the Sabbath is in there. But y'all go to church on so-called Sunday, worship of the sun. So it don't even make sense. So why even push this, man? This ain't got nothing to do with you heathens, man. Especially you Edomites. You always wanted to be us, though, right? But this in Louisiana, man, they passed. It's madness because they don't even know what the Sabbath is, right? So you Christians just bring nothing but confusion. Leave our shit alone. We don't need you tampering with anything. Leave our book alone and leave our culture alone, right? Serve your other gods, man. Serve Serapis Christos, that you call Jesus. Serve him. Leave our stuff alone, man. Right? So this goes back into this white Jesus is a whole system of oppression. They control the real estate. They control your money. They control where you going, how you move, right? They control everything in this society, but they'll say it's equality. They'll say we all the same. They'll say so-called Jesus doesn't have no color. They'll say color don't matter. That's all lies to keep you jakes at bay, right? To keep you in a docile state of mind, but yet they get to rule over you and they get to have, this is their paradise and you suffering, but you still upholding so-called white Jesus because this is a system of oppression, Jake. All right, hopefully this lesson was edifying. Call Allah Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Rachat Kodash. Shalom.